Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adam Akmal bin Osman. So my team members is Muhammad Amirul Fikri bin Muhammad Isham, Muhammad Afiq Daniel bin Amran, dan Abdul Qayyum bin Abdul Wahab. So today we're gonna present about maintenance and service of automotive system for Audi e-tron transmission and transaxle system. So first is background. The Audi e-tron is represent Audi first fully electric production model and showcases that the brand dedication to sustainable mobility. It is equipped with advanced electric drivetrain technology and an advanced transmission and transaxle system that ensure smooth power delivery from the electric motors to the wheel. So next is objective. First is understanding maintenance requirement. It is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the specific maintenance tasks and schedule necessary. Second is developing effective maintenance strategies. So it is to develop practical and effective maintenance strategies for the Audi e-tron's transmission and transaxle system. So next is diagnostic and repair technique. Explore common diagnostic technique and tools used for identifying potential issues or malfunction in the transmission and transaxle system of the Audi e-tron. Next is ensuring safety and reliability. Highlight the importance of conducting regular maintenance and service to ensure the safety and reliability of the Audi e-tron transmission and transaxle system. Last is optimizing performance and efficiency. So it is to investigate strategies for optimizing the performance and efficiency of Audi e-tron transmission and transaxle system. So the next part is scope of work. First is transmission and transaxle system components. It is to overview the transmission and transaxle system components, including the electric motors, single speed transmission, gear reduction and differentials. Next is maintenance and service intervals. So first, to recommend maintenance and service intervals for the transmission and transaxle system. Second is to detail procedures for fluid checks, replacement and inspection. Third is guideline for battery maintenance and optimizing to support the efficient functioning of the system. So last is diagnostic and repair procedures. So first part is common diagnostic technique and tools used to identify issues with the transmission and transaxle system. So second is repair and replacement procedure for faulty components. Third is importance of software updates and recalibration for optimal performance. So next is selected type of EV. Audi e-tron features a differential which plays a crucial role in distributing torque between the left and right wheels. The differential ensures balanced power delivery, allowing for stable and precise handling, especially during cornering or when driving on uneven road surfaces. With the differential, the Audi e-tron achieves all-wheel drive capability, enhancing traction and performance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Amirul Fikri bin Muhammad Isham, and now I will present the literature review. System architecture and main component. The first one is electric motor. The Audi e-tron is equipped with one or more electric motor, typically one of each axle or one integrated into each wheel hub. This electric motor generates torque and provides direct power to the wheel, whether it's a rear wheel or all-wheel drive. A permanently excited synchronous motor (PSM) gets to work on the rear axle in all models. It lies parallel into the axle just in front of the wheel center and sends it torque to a one-speed transmission with a differential. The second one is power electronic. The power electronic unit controls the flow of electric electrical energy between the battery pack and the electric motor. It consists of various components such as inverter, DC-DC converter, and motor controller. The power electronic manages the speed and torque of the electric motor based on driver input and system requirement. The third one is single speed or two-speed transmission. The Audi e-tron can have either a single-speed transmission or a two-speed automatic transmission depending on the specific model. The single-speed transmission maintains a fixed gear ratio while the two-speed transmission allow for gear shifting to optimizing performance and efficiency at different speed. The fourth one is the drive shaft and axle. Drive shaft and axle transmit power from the differential to the wheel. In the case of all-wheel drive model, there are typically drive shaft connecting the front and rear axle. Next, battery pack. The electric motor in the Audi e-tron rely on a high voltage battery pack for energy supply. The battery pack store and release electrical energy to power the electric motor and is rechargeable via external charging source. The battery on Audi e-tron is available in two different sizes, 95 kilowatts and 71 kilowatts. Next, electric vehicle control unit. The EVCU serves as the central control module for the e-tron electric drivetrain system. It manages and coordinates the various components including motor control, power distribution, regenerative braking, and other system functions. The last one is wheel hub. In some cases, the electric motor in the Audi e-tron is integrated directly into the wheel hub. This design, known as in-wheel motor, eliminates the need for drive shaft and provide a directly connection between the motor and the wheel. Next, the working principle. The most common type of automotive transmission use hydraulic power to shift gear. This device combines a torque or fluid coupling converter with gear set that provide the desired range of gear for the vehicle. The torque converter connects the engine to the transmission and use pressurized fluid to transfer power to the gear. The apparatus replaces a manual friction clutch and lets the vehicle come to a complete stop without stalling. As the engine transmits power to the pump of the torque converter, the pump converts this power into transmission fluid that power the turbine of the torque converter. This apparatus increase the power of the fluid and transmit even more power back to the turbine, which create a vortex power rotation that spin the turbine and attach central shaft. The power created by this rotation is then transmitted from the shaft to the transmission first planetary gear set. The working operation. The first one is electric motor operation. The electric motor operation generate torque to propel the vehicle. They receive power from the high voltage battery pack. The second one is power electronic control. The power electronic control the flow of electrical energy between the battery pack and the electric motor. The power electronic convert the DC current from the battery pack to the AC current to control the speed and torque output of the electric motor. The third one is torque delivery. When the driver applies the accelerator pedal, the power electronic control the electric motor to deliver the required torque directly to the wheel. Last one is regenerative braking. They convert kinetic energy into electrical energy, which is then stored back in the battery pack. This regenerative braking system helps to recharge the battery and increase overall energy efficiency. Maintenance costs. To be blunt, an Audi transmission repair is not cheap. It varies widely depending on the year and model that you have. But according to Kelly Blue Book, it can upward of 35,638 ringgit and 75 cent for the repair or replacement of a newer Audi transmission. But that's for major issue and or a complete replacement. If you just need to have your fluid changed or your transmission flush, that should only around 923 ringgit and 70 cent. Transmission are one of the most expensive part to fix on a car, which is why most car owners are filled with dread at any sign of a transmission issue. Most Audi transmissions should last between 100,000 and 200,000 miles. So if you have got a high mileage Audi, chances are good you may need to replace the transmission at some point. That's all for me. Thank you.
Methodology: type maintenance and service. First, minor maintenance. Even though it might seem unusual, an all-electric car doesn't require an oil change when it comes to maintenance. Audi performs regular service once a year or every 10,000 miles. Second, standard maintenance. Standard maintenance will be carried out for the first time at 20,000 miles or after 2 years, and then every 20,000 miles or 2 years after that. Theoretical study on selected part. When replacing the oil filter for the first time at 10,000 miles or 1 year, E-tron owners should have the cooling system for electrical components checked and the coolant fluid level checked. Every time you have your oil filter replaced, you should have the coolant checked. The technician needs to inspect the charging socket every 20,000 miles or 2 years to make sure it dry and free of any dirt or other anything that might prevent a proper charge. Automatic gearbox fluid oils need to be changed every 40,000 miles. This is carried out to ensure the electronic gearbox proper functioning. What is a transmission fluid flush? A flush is the procedure used to change your gearbox fluid. When this occurs, the oil fluid is pushed out of the system. The transmission inside is cleaned with oil and then fresh fluid is pumped through. Audi transmission fluid. Audi gearbox fluid changes are highly recommended to maintain the vehicle gearbox lubricant and health. The Audi gearbox may slip if you don't frequently check your fluid at least every 30,000 miles or so. Audi transmission filter. The gearbox filter has several components, including the filter itself, which is often a metal plate with a fiber material that absorbs pollutant. Every 30,000 or 50,000 miles, the gearbox filter should be replaced. Audi transmission problems. First, one of the most noticeable indicators when is your gearbox swaps, gear, but the results are delayed. Second, if the Audi gearbox warning light appears, this is an obvious indicator. Third, unusualness or very sound when shifting a gear, or if you change the gear catching, the gearbox may require more fluid or more several may be at problem. What are the transmission failure symptoms? Identifying gearbox problems really can save owner hundreds of money and keep the vehicle from suffering further more serious damage. It is important to learn how to recognize the symptoms of gearbox trouble and what to do when you start to suffer any symptoms of gearbox failure due to this. First, difficulty to shift gear. If the car fails or difficulties to change gears, it likely facing with a gearbox problem. Low or improper gearbox fluid types could be cause of your vehicle failure to shift gears. Second, slipping gears. The gears unexpectedly fall in out of position when driving. But it is also dangerous because driving with a sleeping gear is never recommended. If you hear the engine roaring during a gear change, you know your cable has slipped. Check burning smell. If you notice any burning smell come from your vehicle, you should take it to mechanic immediately once. This odor could mean that your gearbox is overheated or that the gearbox blade is old and burned. For fluid leakage, one of the most gearbox problem is leaking gearbox fluid. If you find red smelling fluid underneath the car, in the garage or parking lot, notify the mechanic so that they can change gearbox fluid thereby from any leaks. Check your transmission fluid. Checking at the fluids indicator will offer you an immediate warning of whether or not it needs to be replaced, especially if you experience any of the symptoms has been listed. First, colors. Make sure transmission fluid is anywhere between clear red to light brown. If it's dark or black, your transmission should be serviced. Second, smells. If your fluid is healthy, you should not be detect much of smell. However, if it smells like something burning, there should be an issue with your transmission. Consistency. You should have your transmission checked if you see debris or bubble in the fluid.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Qayyum bin Abdul Wahab. Today I want to present about discussion. Okay, the first one, advantage and disadvantage. Advantage: driving with minimal effort. Automatic transmission allows pleasant driving with minimal driver effort thanks to their smooth and seamless gear transition. In areas with high traffic volumes and metropolitan environments, this can be very helpful. Second, convenience. An automatic transmission make it simpler and more convenient to drive, especially for those who like a more relaxed driving experience. The driver does not need to physically engage the clutch or transfer gear. Okay, disadvantage. First one, efficiency and range. Automatic transmission tend to be less efficient than manual transmission or direct drive system in electric vehicles. The additional complexity and power loss associated with automatic transmissions can impact the overall efficiency and range of the Audi e-tron. Second one, cost and maintenance. Automatic transmission are more complex and have more moving parts compared to manual transmission. This can result in higher initial costs and potentially higher maintenance and repair costs over the lifetime of the vehicle. And the last one, limited control. Some driving enthusiasts prefer manual transmission because they offer more control over gear selection and low for a more engaged driving experience. Automatic transmission may limit the level of control and engagement for those who enjoy a more hands-on driving style. Second one, future prospect. The Audi e-tron does not feather an automatic transmission or Transaxle system as the cut-off date in September 2021. Instead, it makes use of an electric motor and single-speed transmission. But technology and improvement in electric car drivetrains are still progressing quickly. Second one, future version or variants of the Audi e-tron or other electric vehicles could use advanced transmission or Transaxle system. The system could be created to improve range, performance, or efficiency, among other things. It is challenging to give accurate information on anticipated development without knowing more about Audi's future ambition. Next, it is important to remember that electric cars, like the Audi e-tron, already have benefit over conventional cars with internal combustion engine and automatic transmission. Instant torque, smooth acceleration, and simplified drivetrain design are all feathers of electric drivetrain. Future advances may prioritize, among other things, increasing productivity, lowering weight, and enhancing power delivery. The last one, I advise keeping up with official Audi release, industry news, and improvement in electric vehicle technology to stay informed on the most recent advancement and potential features of the Audi e-tron or electric vehicle drivetrain in general. Okay, the last one, conclusion. Finally, electric car transmission are critical to the vehicle's performance, efficiency, and driving experience. While single-speed transmission are simpler and more reliable, multi-speed transmission are more efficient and provide better performance. We should expect to see more and innovative and sophisticated electric car transmissions that blend the greatest aspect of single-speed and multi-speed designs as electric car technology improves. As the electric vehicle market expands in the future years, we may expect to see developments in single-speed and multi-speed transmission. Okay, that's all. Thank you.